record this. All right, so let's talk about it. Why you don't like to sell. All right, so many people have negative thoughts on selling. They just do, right? That's kind of like where our brain goes. It goes to the negative. So I'm going to tell you why it does and how you can do it to make it fun, right? Like we're in this business to have fun. Fun like Friday night, right? Easy like Sunday morning. That is going to be the mantra for your business. All right. I want my business to be fun like Friday night and easy like Sunday morning, right? Especially in sales, like sales and marketing, like even when you think about it, it just sounds fun, right? And we have to make it that way because that way you're attracting more people to you. So selling is serving and serving is selling. Okay. So you are in social marketing business. Selling comes from confidence. And you can hear some people will say like posture up, right? Like in your posture, right? Posture is kind of like your confidence, right? So if you have a problem with selling, then you probably have a problem with your confidence. The two are really, they're linked. And I know a lot of people talk about personal development and some people say, oh, here they go again, talking about personal development, but I can't express how important it is to have some piece of your time. I'm not saying all day long, because like it's not like an income producing activity, but it does get you into the correct mindset. So let's talk a little bit about this, like selling, right? It's kind of like a neutral activity, right? It's part of like the human experience. When you're having a conversation with people, you're selling your opinion and your perspective. You're selling on a daily basis, right? When you talk about your recent purchase from, let's say, Amazon, right? You're selling and you don't feel gross about it because you don't make a profit from it. But once we do, it makes it feel yucky, right? So this is what I want you to think of. Like when you go into like the doctor's office or maybe even like a lawyer's office, right? Like a doctor's office, you go in, right? And they tell you what you need, but they're serving you. You can go with that person or you can go to a different person, right? You can go to a different doctor. You can get a second opinion, a third opinion, right? That doctor, and I mean, they're not thinking of it as selling, right? They're just saying, here's what I have to offer you. Here's the value in coming to me, right? Think about how that is. They are like servant servers. Like they just serve, but they also want to get paid, right? I mean, let's be real here, okay? You know, they have probably different quotas that they have to meet as well. So, but what they do is they serve like big time, right? They're helping other people. They come from a place of service. So what I want you guys to do is really like let the bad thoughts about selling, like throw that shit out the freaking window. Like throw it out the window. All right. Because, you know, where that is probably coming from is probably a bad experience that you had. It was probably like a really bad selling experience that you had. But you need to kind of like let it go. Like that was bad, but what can I do? Like, what can you learn from that experience that was done to you, but you don't want to ever do it to anybody else, right? So what you want to do is like get rid of the negative associations with selling being gross, right? I mean, I'm like, I don't even know why I just thought of this, but I was like, you know, politics, not that I want to get into politics at all. But like they're selling as well, right? Like they're selling the way that they think. They're selling their vision, you know? So like honestly, selling is everywhere. It's changing the thought process in your brain to say that I don't want to make it yucky. So if I don't want to make it yucky, how am I going to change that? And that is by serving others. So it's number one, changing your mindset to say to yourself, selling isn't bad. Like I have a product or a service that this person actually needs. I mean, what do you think the guy at Amazon who like created Amazon, do you like he knew that his service was probably going to change the world and it like has, right? But he's selling stuff all the time, right? So I want you to get rid of that. I don't like to sell. It doesn't feel good. Like I want you to get like those thoughts, like kind of like out of your head, because those thoughts and fears like about what other people are thinking are going to like paralyze you in your business, because you're always going to be wondering about other people's perception of you. And your business is about helping people, right? So always say to yourself, when you're messaging or if you're on putting content out on social media, create the content, but then take a step back, or create the message and take a step back and say to yourself, okay, what does this sound like on the other end? I'm always like, okay, let me just stop. If this came through like on my Facebook page or in my inbox, how would it make me feel? Like, would I be okay with this or would I not be? Right. And every single conversation is different. That's why, like, you can start off with a script ish. But it really depends on where you are in that relationship with that person, and what the conversation is. Do you know what I mean? Um, so think about that, right? So always think service. Stop caring about what other people think. You provide a solution to people's problems, just like Amazon does, right? And think about this. Amazon is more of like you know, jump in, jump out, right? There's no customer person, like, I mean, there's humans behind it, but you get to offer an amazing human experience, huge customer service. Think of it as like a concierge, like you're the concierge at an amazing hotel. And how do you get treated? Treat your customers the same exact way, treat your teammates the same exact way, right? So fully believe in your product, your service, your business model, and yourself, right? You need all three of those things. Fully believe in your product or your service, your business model, meaning have a system to tap into, okay? And yourself. Believe in yourself. Selling is confidence, right? In yourself, your product, and your business model. And you really like need all three, okay? So think to yourself, I lost my train of thought because my dog just came downstairs. You know, think to yourself, like, I don't want to feel forced, right? It needs to be natural. Shift your perception, and everything changes, right? And it can be a very like slow transitional change, and that's okay. But what I want you guys to really, really think about is, what pain point are you solving, right? You should be alleviating pain, right? And that's kind of what serves, right? Like you're selling, when you're like thinking to yourself, okay, this person could use this product because of, right? Then it becomes kind of like fun, right? Like you can create content around the pain points, right? And detach from the outcome. All right. I know a lot of people will say, well, I have goals to reach. Yes, that's great. But if you can just do this stuff consistently, like you're going to reach those goals. All right. Because a lot of people get like super, super down when they don't reach their goals. And that's like really frustrating, right? So think of selling to, like, when you offer a service or a product, you're offering like you're offering value, right? And they're giving you payment right? In exchange for your value. Think of it that way, right? You give valuable like information, or your product is valuable, and they give you money in exchange. It shouldn't feel yucky, right? And what I also want you to think of um, is sell onto others as you would like to be sold to, right? So what kind of selling experience do you want to offer? That's the question, right? Selling is the highest form of serving. So let go of all your prior experiences. You can do it differently. It's not about you. It's about the problems you're going to solve. So clean up your beliefs first. That's number one. You can't sell from shame. You need to sell from confidence, serving, value, right? So remember the three things. You need to provide, well, you need to believe in yourself first. You need to believe in your product, and you need to believe in your business model. Okay. And that, my friends, is going to change your whole perspective on selling. Believe me, it will. All right, guys, enjoy. Remember, your business should be fun like Friday night and easy like Sunday morning.